Hello my friends, welcome. Hope all of you are doing good. In today's video, I'm going to talk about 10 stocks or 10 shares that you need to have in your portfolio. These 10 shares are picked for long-term investment. These are not for trading. So these shares you're going to add on dips. So whenever the share price falls, you're going to do some investment in these shares. You can either go for a systematic investment plan or you can do a lump sum investment whenever the share price are down. I have picked these stocks based on certain principles. These principles are basically looking into the size of the company, the nature of the company, the sector of the company, and the performance of the company in the past 10 years. My very favorite sector for long-term investment is FMCG sector. This sector always has a positive cash flow throughout. And no matter what, if you see the graphs of any of the FMCG stocks, all of these stocks have shown upward movement. The three stocks that I choose from the FMCG sector are HUL, Hindustan Unilever, Nestle, and Britannia. Why HUL? HUL is one of the leading brands in India. It is a British company. It has a huge subsidiary in India located in Mumbai. And it's one of the brands which is undoubtedly the heavyweight in the FMCG sector. HUL focuses more on the non-consumable goods. So these are into the non-consumable and durable goods. So we have to have a balance when we are looking at the FMCG sector, that is it into more consumables or is it into the non-consumable durables. So why I've picked HUL? Because it's a heavyweight in the non-consumable durable section, and why I have picked Britannia is it is heavyweight in the consumables, right? Britannia and Nestle, both are heavyweights in the consumable section. So these three stocks, if you pick any of the 10-year charts, you'll always see an upward trajectory movement in these stocks, because these sectors are always cash positive. They always generate cash no matter what. Even in COVID times, you would see that these shares have not fallen more than 5% in their entire growth cycle. I would say we can choose two of them. So I would go for, let's say, HUL for sure. And then we have a choice between Nestle and Britannia. So you have to choose between Nestle and Britannia as one stock in your portfolio. And I would recommend HUL as one stock in your portfolio. So from FMCG sector, I am choosing two stocks. Let's move on to the next sector, which is the IT sector. In today's world, we have seen that even work from home is possible, and no other industry is poised to perform better than the IT sector in the coming years. From the IT sector, I would choose three stocks. The first stock is TCS, Tata Consultancy Services. The second stock is Infosys, and the third stock is HCL Technologies. All these three stocks are heavyweights in their own segments. Talking about TCS, TCS is the market leader in the IT services segment. It is going toe-to-toe with heavyweights such as Accenture. Infosys, it has a strong foundational history. Similarly, it is a strong player in the international market. HCL Tech, because it has a strong technological inclination. It is an emerging leader in the cloud technology platform, just below Accenture. So considering all these three factors, I would choose two shares out of them. Probably I would choose TCS or HCL Tech, or I would choose Infosys or HCL Tech. So these will be my two stocks from the IT sector. My third sector would be the finance sector. It's an age-old sector where I think every investor should invest money into. The three stocks that I picked from the finance sector are HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, and Bajaj Finance. HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank, I don't need to tell you more about these banks. These are excellent heavyweights in the private sector. After SBI, which is a public sector undertaking, the very next bank, which is a huge market cap, is none other than HDFC, followed by ICICI. Both these are heavyweights in the private sector. So it's a no-brainer that you have to choose one of these stocks. I have chosen Bajaj Finance because it is not only in the finance domain, but it also deals with the technology behind it. It has a huge network around grassroots level. So if you're choosing Bajaj Finance, you also need to look at Bajaj Finserv. If Bajaj Finance is providing the finances, The FinServ is providing with the services. So it's a perfect combination, and it's more of a fintech rather than a pure banking. If you're choosing HDFC Bank as a pure financial play, then as a counterbalance, I would choose Bajaj FinServ or Bajaj Finance as a secondary attribute to your portfolio in the financial section. My fourth sector is telecommunications, and here I think there are not many players involved. Most of them are mid-cap. So I always prefer large cap who have a strong holding in the entire market. So I choose Reliance and Airtel. Both of these stocks are heavyweights in their own domains. Reliance because it is not only in the telecommunications, it is one of the biggest industries in the world today. Mukesh Ambani is one of the top 10 richest people in the world, and he has grown this industry to such an extent that it has reached the grassroots levels. This industry is not only in telecommunications, but it is also in the oil and pipes. It is also in the Reliance Fresh of the world, right? So it is in the groceries and the again in the FMCG sector, more in the supply chain. They are fighting with Amazon. So I would choose Reliance as an overall balancing play in the telecommunication sector, and I would choose Airtel as a counterbalance to it because it has the largest number of subscribers in India. The second last sector I'm going to talk about is the auto sector. Here I'm going to divide it into three segments. One is the heavy vehicle segment, one is the passenger vehicle segment, and one is the two-wheeler segment. So there are heavyweights in each of these blocks or each of these verticals. Tata Motors, I consider it as a heavyweight in the heavy vehicle segment. Maruti Suzuki, I consider a heavyweight in the passenger vehicle segment, and Bajaj Auto, I consider it as a heavyweight in the two-wheeler segment. So these are my picks from the auto industry. Why did I choose Tata Motors? Because Tata Motors has revamped its entire setup very efficiently. It has sold its passenger vehicle business to Tata DVR. It was a loss-making company, but now they have distributed it in such a way that both the companies are poised to do better. They have also recently changed the management. They have brought in a new CEO. So all is good with Tata Motors. If you're looking at Maruti, it's a very trusted brand, a well-known market player in the Indian market. It has a very good capitalization all over India. So it's a stable growth player where you can invest your money in. Looking at the two-wheeler segment, it's going to be electric very soon. The future is electric, everybody knows, even in the car segment or in the two-wheeler segment. So both Hero MotoCorp and Bajaj Auto are poised to do well. So you can choose between the two. I would choose Bajaj Auto because it has shown a steady growth and it is also one of the good players in the market. So these are my three stocks from the auto industry. Finally, the last sector that I want to talk about is the pharmaceutical sector. Here, I feel that I'm not so inclined into going into picking more than one stock because it's kind of from a long-term perspective, I feel pharmaceutical industry is performing good but not that great. So I would choose Cipla here as a pick from the pharmaceutical industry. I would say it is also an heavyweight and a trusted brand, and people in India actually trust it, and it has a global presence as well. Alright, so these were my 10 stocks that I picked from, and these were the 5 sectors that I look into. So these are the best stocks that you can invest into and then keep on investing when the market falls or the price falls. It will be a great investment for you in the long term. Let's say 10 years down the line, they will give you great returns. Always remember, start early and invest now. If you like the video, please share, comment and subscribe. That will help me grow the channel as well as motivate me to create more such videos for you and bring in new content in terms of technology as well as the financial world. Thank you for watching, and until next time. Cheers.